Hi, I'm Steven, and this is the Menehune juice.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of My Favorite Mai Tai, and I have Steven back on, and we had Steven make your Mai Tai.
Yeah, episode 4.
Which I loved, but there's another Mai Tai that Steven has made me, and it's your wife's, Heidi's favorite drink.
So this is Heidi's favorite Mai Tai.
So the name of the drink is called the Menehune juice.
Yep.
It's a Trader Vic's drink.
Yep.
And the interesting thing is that it's essentially a 44 Mai Tai, but you replace the rum with a white rum?
Yep.
So it's like a lighter Mai Tai. So what is it? Well, so tell us, what's the Menehune juice?
So, the Menehune juice and then the Heidi story. So the Menehune juice is Trader Vic's 44 Mai Tai with a light Puerto Rican rum is what the recipe used to call for.
Oh, not even Jamaican. So a
Light Puerto Rican rum. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
that was, I think, is how they put the recipe on it. So Heidi in the 80s, before I met her, worked in Wang. Remember Wang? Computer industry.
It's going back.
She worked at Wang in Century City, California, and she and her friends used to hang out at Trader Vic's in Beverly Hills.
Like the Trader Vic's.
The Trader Vic's in Beverly Hills.
Damn.
Which, if you want to play 6 degrees of separation, is, I always call him Walter, but it's Welton Beckett, the architect who helped design the interior of Clifton's for Cliff Clinton, when it was Brookdale.
Really?
Yeah, he designed that. He designed a lot of industrial buildings. He designed he didn't design the Trader Vic's, he designed the Beverly Hilton, which is where Trader Vic's resided.
How long did that stick around for?
Till, the last vestiges of it was 2007 as a restaurant, and then the poolside died in 2017. So, because I think it was a poolside bar. So Heidi was at the Trader Vic's. So Beckett, who helped design our friend Clifton's, the inside of Brookdale, who was also the advisor to Walt Disney. And until Beckett died in, I want to say, 1969, he used to hang out on Thursday nights with his, I believe, with his family at Trader Vic's. And the other person who used to hang out, not at Trader Vic's, but at the lobby bar, was one of the co-owners or investors into the Beverly Hilton, Merv Griffin.
Merv Griffin.
Anybody remember Merv?
Ooh. If you, well, that's the thing. If you know who Merv Griffin is, you're old.
Great. And in the 90s...
Because it's like, yeah, I know who Merv Griffin is. But it's like, I think anyone who would be like less than 30 years old will have no idea who Merv Griffin is. He's a talk show host.
And Merv Griffin, not only that, he was a producer, and he did Wheel of Fortune. I mean, he made a fortune on Wheel of Fortune. He was the producer behind Wheel of Fortune and a number of other game shows. And so he used to hold court not at Trader Vic's, but in the lobby of the Beverly Hilton. And in the 1990s, when I was dating Heidi, and I had an event, I think, for where I worked, and Heidi came with me as my date, and we were in the lobby bar, and this big guy, because this is Merv, he must have been taking some medication. He really ballooned out. He really got really big, really puffy in the 90s. But anyway, he was in his big phase, and this guy saw Heidi, and he was waving at her and waving at us like he knew us, like we were best friends. And he holds court he's deceased now, but he held court at the Beverly Hilton, and Heidi said he's like that to everybody. He was the nicest guy in the world, and he would be your best friend. You could come up to him, you could talk to him. He would wave like he did at Heidi, like he knew Heidi from forever. And so, it was a great thing. So Heidi was the Trader Vic's with Wang Computing. She used to hang out there. But Heidi, if you watched episode 4, we made my favorite Mai Tai, which was rum forward.
Oh, yeah. But not really, though. I mean, not for us.
It wasn't overly harsh, I don't think. I hope.
No.
But it was, you really taste the rum. And Heidi does not care for that.
No.
So in the 80s, Heidi's favorite drink, and what I've tried to recreate for her and her favorite Mai Tai now, today, is the Menehune juice. So what I've done is taken a 44 Mai Tai using a B.G. Reynolds vanilla syrup instead of a rock candy, which is what Trader Vic's uses. I use, for Heidi likes the lime. On mine, I use 3/4 ounce lime. I use a full ounce for Heidi.
Full ounce of lime.
Full ounce of lime. Half ounce of orgeat. Half ounce of the Pierre Ferrand Curacao, and 2 ounces of Probitas or Probitas, however you want to say it.
Yeah, anyone out there, how do you pronounce this?
Probitas, Probitas.
And I'm
sure there are other pronunciations.
This is my favorite white rum.
Oh, as far as light rums go, this is my favorite too.
So a tech tip out there, if you can find this, buy it.
Yeah.
It's that good.
But what's nice about it is it's got a rum essence, almost like a Barbados, like the Barbados 5-year plantation or something. The essence, the smell of a fuller body rum, even though it's a light or I guess white rum, because you notice even colorized it isn't pure white like Plantation 3-Star. So it's got more flavor to it. But for somebody like Heidi who does not like the rum forward drinks, she's not a fan of
and not everyone is rum forward.
No,
I mean there's a lot of people out there that like,
right.
Maybe they want a little bit of a lighter drink. I've had this cocktail. You've made it for me, and I've liked it. I mean, it's a great drink. It goes down easy.
Yep.
And that's why I want to have this on the show. And I mean, so do you have any idea why Trader Vic's came up with the Menehune juice? Or is it just came out of necessity where people are like, can you make that Mai Tai, but just make it a little nice?
Oh, no, that's an interesting question. I don't know the history of that, but it may be for people who don't want to have as much of the rum flavor experience as you and I would like in a Mai Tai.
Well, I'm guessing that the cocktail was probably cheaper, like to buy, than a 44 Mai Tai. Like, I bet you, like, say the Mai Tai cost, this much money, and I bet you that was probably maybe definitely cheaper.
Well, we'll grab our
because you're only talking. Well, how much? Okay, well, how much rum again? 2 ounces.
2 ounces.
Just 2 ounces, but 2 ounces of a white Puerto Rican rum, as opposed to even if you're going to get a 44 Mai Tai at Trader Vic's, you are talking about 2 ounces of.
Yeah, I mean,
technically a better rum.
But remember when we had our friend Dennis on?
Dennis Berg, yeah.
Who, worked at the Trader Vic's in Seattle back in the 70s. I don't... He explained to us they were charging premium prices then, so I don't think they were scrimping on ingredients. I think my theory is more your first theory, that it's more for people like Heidi who don't want to taste a lot of dark, complex, or strong rums, but still enjoy the rum taste and enjoy a very drinkable drink. And as well, when we taste it, what we may talk about as well, which shows why this My Favorite Mai Tai is a great show, because it shows how different a Mai Tai can be and how versatile a Mai Tai can be. Cool.
Well, let's have you make us.
So I'm going to make you one, and then we'll pull the Menehune. Heidi apparently she used to have dozens and dozens of Menehune dolls. When you ordered a Menehune juice, there is one right here, and our friend Dennis gave us the male and female version. Apparently, the reason I love Menehune so much is I grew up with the leprechaun mythos in my Irish family. And so I always think of a Menehune, rightly or wrongly, as the Hawaiian version of the leprechaun. The mischievous, workaholic, short spirit. So,
they're always after me, Lucky Charms.
But I grew up in a family of leprechauns. We used to be told stories about leprechauns when we were little kids. Those were our fairy tales. So
I just hate Lucky Charms.
Oh, I just love leprechauns. So whatever. All right, let's make a drink. So when you got a Menehune juice at the Trader Vic's, you would get a Menehune doll. And as I said before, Heidi apparently had dozens of them. But But we have one left today, and our friend Dennis gave me both the male and female version. We're not going to put them in the drinks, although you can, and it has a sort of garnish, I guess, and they're great looking. But because Dennis gave this to us as a collector's item, I just wanted to show those off. Let's make our drink. So I'm going to start with the 1/4 ounce of the B.G. Reynolds vanilla syrup. We'll use the full ounce instead of 3/4 ounce of the lime. I've got a 1/2 ounce here of the Pierre Fermat Curacao. Give us our orange flavor. As Ray and I discussed on episode 4, 1/2 ounce of the B.G. Reynolds Orgeat. It's got, for those of us who like it a little bit sweeter and less of the marzipan taste, this is the good mix, the balance between those. And I've got 2 full ounces, there we go, of either Probitas, or whatever we call it. In episode 4, I used Flash Blend because I had syrup heavy and rum heavy. For this one, I just take regular ice or pebble ice, but I'm just going to put it in a mixer. 20 seconds, which makes riveting YouTube content, doesn't it? We'll do ye old dump. Here we go. Our mint garnish, our straw, and we have Heidi's favorite Mai Tai.
Menehune juice.
Menehune juice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And let's see how this goes.
Very light, refreshing. It's nice.
Well, you talk about light, and I'll tell you what, right off the bat, just the color of the cocktail is definitely a lot lighter.
Yeah.
And now that I'm drinking this at a different perspective, the Probitas, the Puerto Rican rum, definitely alters the drink. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't thinking this before, but I'm going to say this now, that it kind of doesn't taste like a Mai Tai.
I was going to say, I was going to ask you, if I gave this to you blind, you would think it was a totally different drink. A really good drink, don't get me wrong.
No, I love it. I love it.
And plus with the extra lime, because it's a little more lime than I put in.
It's a little tartar.
But it isn't too tart. It's still got the sweetness to it.
I get this, is what you're saying.
Oh, okay. I don't.
But not bad. Not a bad way.
Okay, I don't.
But the interesting thing, though, is like, now that I'm drinking this again, it's its own thing. Mm-hmm. It kind of is its own thing. I mean, it's a Mai Tai by name. It's a Mai Tai by build.
Yeah.
Again, the only thing that you've changed was
the rum.
And that was always like one thing, especially like I actually talked to Kevin Crossman, the Ultimate Mai Tai, about like what makes a Mai Tai, and he was saying, it's like, well, there needs to be the Jamaican rum, and I'm like, okay, but I've actually made Mai Tais with like Plantation 5-year, which is a Barbados,
right, and
it came out fine, but
this is different.
This is different.
It's a very summer drink.
Yeah,
it's a very lime forward drink. It's, if you appreciate rum but aren't into rums, like Heidi doesn't like the rums that you and I like in episode 4.
It goes down easy.
It goes down super easy. It's very drinkable.
Can you taste the Curacao? Can you taste the Orgeat?
The Orgeat, no. The Curacao, yes. I can get the orange because I put a healthy 1/2 ounce of the orange in there. In fact, the orange, to me, the orange and the lime, because they're both in there in the orange is a 1/2 ounce and the lime is a full ounce. They both come through to me. The whole citrus comes through together.
It is very fascinating. This is a very fascinating drink because it's like I'm looking at the ingredients. This is the ingredients for a Mai Tai.
And you'd say it's a Mai Tai, but you taste it and you go, it's its own thing.
And all you would have to do is replace that rum
Yeah.
with any Jamaican rum,
Yeah.
And it would drastically alter the drink, and you'd be like, yes, I'm definitely drinking a Mai Tai.
But here you're thinking...
Proof positive, every single aspect of the cocktail alters the drink.
Yeah, it's how both versatile and how unique a Mai Tai is, how simple the basics are, but yet with the different rum, and a little bit more lime than I usually put, yeah. And like I say, I too, if I were blindfolded and you serve this to me, I'd say it's I don't know what, a citrus cooler, it's a great rum drink. It's a great drink, by the way. I love it. But I wouldn't call it a Mai Tai either if I didn't know it was a Mai Tai. Although I could taste, the orgeat is hidden, but the vanilla syrup I like, and the orange and the lime play really well together, which is, it does in a Mai Tai too. But I love it. However...
Would you...
Huh?
One last question.
Yes.
So ultimately, even though it is the Menehune juice...
Yes.
Do you consider this to be a Mai Tai?
Well, I guess it's...
In your mind, or in your things, in your thoughts, do you still consider this to be a Mai Tai?
I've always called it my Mai Tai Light for Heidi, and I have some other friends who are not as much into Tiki or as much into rum, and they just love this drink. And compared to the Hawaiian Mai Tai, or what people call a Mai Tai with orange juice and pineapple juice and all these other things, it actually, except for the rum, which may be the whole definition of a Mai Tai, it sticks to the basics of a 44. So yes, I call it a Mai Tai, but I wouldn't be offended if you didn't call it a Mai Tai. Hence
You have
the
to
Menehune
think,
juice.
You have to think how this drink came about. Is there might have been a night at Trader Vic's, and for some reason they ran out. Their shipment of Jamaican rum didn't come in, but people are like, "Hey, I want a Mai Tai," and they're like, "Yeah, we don't have any Jamaican rum." I don't care. Just put some other rum in there.
No,
then they grab the Puerto Rican, and it's like, well, there you go.
I'm sticking with your first theory. This is your third theory. Your first theory
I have a lot of
was
theories.
The theory is that people like Heidi come in and say, I like rum, but I don't love rum. I like rum in a drink, but I don't want a rum-forward drink.
Yeah.
I don't like sipping rum. I don't like sipping whiskey. I don't like sipping bourbon even. I want a drink that is a tiki drink that plays homage to yours, but I need it lighter. And Heidi loves lime, by the way, and I love lime.
So you're saying that Heidi invented the Menehune juice?
I think it predates her, but okay, we'll give her credit. But yes, it's her flavor. It is
anyone out there. If anyone knows the history of the Menehune juice, let me know in the comment section below, because I am now curious.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, Steven. I didn't put much thought into the drink. I've drank your Menehune juices before, but as we're doing this video, it's like I have a lot of questions now.
Yeah. And I do too. And it's really enjoyable.
Well, let's make it more of a Mai Tai.
Now, for those of us who like the Jamaican rum.
I do.
And my cure for... So, generally what I do when I have...
Let me see that.
We have some friends...
Old school Karuba.
Yeah. So, my go-to when I'm bartending and I'm making drinks for people, and I have a wide audience of people who like rum drinks and people who don't like rum drinks, is I'll make a drink, either a gin drink or use Probitas like this. And then when I get the people who like rums, a Karuba float. The solution to all the world's problems is a Karuba float. So now what do we have?
Now drink this now. Does this taste more like a Mai Tai to you now?
That's a Mai Tai. That is a Mai Tai. That is a very, very good, not my favorite, but a very, very good Mai Tai. In fact, I just added a dash more.
Oh, I added a lot.
Oh, see, I did not. Now I am. I would say that's... You know what? I rate that an excellent Mai Tai. I really am... What do you think?
Yeah. All you did is add Karuba rum to announce a Mai Tai.
But do you think it's a good Mai Tai?
Yeah, of course it is. But either way, they're both. It was good as the Menehune juice, and as good as a Mai Tai now.
But they're different drinks. You would if I put
the
two next to you blind, you'd say One is
Well, I mean,
I don't know, a QB cooler, a lighter drink.
Well, the interesting thing is, like, you know, the as I was drinking the Menehune juice, it's like, okay, well, this is what that drink tastes like. Yeah, the Karuba, and it's like, now I'm tasting, it's like, I could definitely, the Karuba dark rum comes out big time. But it definitely altered the drink, and it's like, if I were to blind taste this, I'd be like, yeah, that's a Mai Tai.
But this is closer to your favorite flavor profile, isn't it? It's closer to the Mai Tai that you would want to drink.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, like, I like the Menehune juice for what it is. I do like that drink, and I still do.
Yeah.
And even us adding the Karuba to this, it didn't, I'll be honest with you, it didn't make it better or worse. It just altered the taste.
A different drink.
It just altered the taste to me.
So you went from one very good drink to another very good drink.
Want to support the Tiki with Ray show and look cool doing it at the same time? Then head over to tikiwithray.com and buy yourself a Tiki with Ray shirt. They're only $20. Tony Canepa did the design, and they're screen printed in America.